It's time to pick my April TBR from my TBR jar. Can you believe that it's time for another month? I simply cannot. These videos are so much fun to make, so I can't wait to make another one for April. If you haven't seen, I've done it for the past couple months where I use my TBR jar to pick my TBR for the month. Obviously today we are joined by my new TBR cart. Isn't she beautiful? She's a little full. We had to stack. Hopefully we can get some books off of here and everything will fit better after we pick our April TBR, you know? If you haven't seen one of these videos before, I have a jar full of prompts. Things like, let your mom pick your next read, or a book with a blue cover. I am gonna pick, I think 5. I'm gonna pick 5 books from my TBR jar to read for the month of April. Before we get into it, definitely make sure to subscribe if you like bookish content like this. There are a couple of new releases that I want to talk about that hopefully I'll be reading this month. If not reading, I will definitely be buying them, so I figured I would share them here. In no particular order, the first one is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This is book number 4 in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. The first one is Done and Dusted. You've probably heard of that book, but this one comes out on April 15th and I will definitely be reading that this month. Next is another big one that I'm sure you've heard about, is The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This one comes out on April 22nd. I will definitely buy this book when it comes out, but we'll see if I end up reading it this month, or I might just push it till May. And finally, the third new release that's coming out this month is actually coming out on April 1st, so pretty soon. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I think I've only read one of her books so far. I've read Just for the Summer and I rated it 5 stars. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna read this one this month, but I definitely will be purchasing it. So, okay. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't seen one of my TBR jar videos before, all of these pieces of paper are different colors, but they don't mean anything. It's just kind of the scrap paper that I had lying around. The first one is a Fairy Loot book. So I do have the Fairy Loot Romantasy subscription. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend. But every month I get a Fairy Loot Romantasy special edition. So I have a couple sitting here on my shelf and I'm really excited that I get to pick one. I don't think that I even need to look at all the other options that I have. I recently got Iron and Embers. This was my latest Fairy Loot special edition that I received, and I am so excited to read this. This book is beautiful. Give me a sec. Look at this. The hardcover? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yes, this is it. This is my first pick, and this is a very good start to the month. Let's do another. This one says, Let a Bestie Pick. I am going to call my bestie. Bestie Emily, you're getting a call. That's you right now. She doesn't answer.
Hi, give me 1 second. I'm finishing vacuuming. What? Okay.
This is gonna be short.
Okay.
I'm filming a video where I need you to pick my next read for my April TBR.
I'm getting chosen?
You're getting chosen.
Oh my god, I've been waiting for this day. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Should I send you pictures?
Sure.
Would that be better?
Yeah,
Or
so then I can really look. Well, how many options?
any book from my TBR right here.
Okay, you already know what I'm gonna choose.
What?
L. Kennedy.
Oh, okay. So let me see the score.
Yeah, which one is that? The third one?
I think.
Yeah.
No questions asked, you're just going L?
Yeah, I've been begging. So, yep.
Look at the cover.
Yeah, I don't like that cover.
Okay.
That was so easy.
That was way too easy.
Slay.
Okay, say bye.
Bye. Happy reading.
Happy reading. Thanks, bestie.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye. You heard it here first, folks. She picked The Score by Elle Kennedy. She is a very big fan of Elle Kennedy. I should have seen this one coming, and I'm honestly surprised at myself that I didn't. On to book 3 now. This one's yellow for no good reason. This one says, a book on Kindle Unlimited. Here's the thing. I want to get through my physical TBR here. I'm okay with reading a book that is on Kindle Unlimited that is also here. Just because I have the physical version doesn't mean I need to read it physically, as long as I'm not paying to read it. You know, I'm not gonna buy a Kindle copy of one of these books. I'm gonna pick one of these, but I'm gonna read it on my Kindle because that's what she said to do, you know? Okay. I do have some on the back. Not a lot, only a couple. Does anyone know, is there an easy way to look up if a book is on Kindle Unlimited? Because it's like I try to look it up on my phone on like the Amazon app or something, and it doesn't say whether or not it's on Kindle Unlimited in my experience, unless I'm doing something wrong. So I have my Kindle here. I'm gonna look up, I think, okay. Actually, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see if Wren in the Holly Library is on Kindle Unlimited. And if it is, then I will pick this one. But if not, then I'll look up and I'll let y'all know if there's another one I need to look up. Updating my Kindle store experience. Yes. Okay, this one is on Kindle Unlimited. So my next book is going to be Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lind. Yay. This is also a Fairy Loot Special Edition, but it's been on my shelf for a very long time. So if I can read it on Kindle, that would be fantastic. Number 4. Let's do a pink one. Why? I don't know. This one says, a book that starts with the letter Y. Do I have any? I don't have any that starts with the letter Y. So what I did last time, I got one of these that I didn't have a book that started with the letter. So instead, I just picked a book that had that letter in the title. So I'm going to look and see. Yeah, I do. We'll do that. I'll pick some options. One sec. Here are the 4 options of books that I have that the title has the letter Y in it. The first one is Furyborn, the Empyrean Trilogy, book number 1. 2 young women, centuries apart, hold the power to either save their world or doom it. Maybe. So this is giving romantic-y fantasy vibes. Next is The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. On Prospect Hill, you get nearly anything you want from the Fae if you know how to ask and if you can pay the price. I've had this book on my shelf for so long. And the cover is really cute. It's giving spring. So this, I think, is a strong contender. Next is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Honestly, I'm not interested in this book at all. For 2 sworn enemies on the Hawaiian trip of a lifetime, anything can happen, maybe even love, in this romantic comedy from the New York Times bestselling author of Roomies. Here's the thing. I feel like I should pick this one because we already have 2 fantasies, and this is obviously a romance, so probably I should pick this one. Kind of leaning towards not picking that one though. And then finally, I have The Bodyguard by Kathryn Center. She's got his back, he's got her heart, they've got a secret. What could possibly go wrong? I'm pretty sure she is the bodyguard for him. I think. I've had this one on my shelf for a really long time too. I think I have to go with The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. This one is just so spring, and I don't know that there's any better time to read this than this month. So I'm gonna pick this one. Okay. Our last pick. This one says your most recent purchase. If you didn't watch my video where I built my TBR cart, I also, number 1, reorganized my bookshelves, which I'm obsessed with. But number 2, I also did a little haul at the end of that where I hauled 7 books that I purchased from Book Outlet. So I think I get to pick one from that group, which is very exciting. And I think I already know what I'm going to pick. Let's go over my options real quick though, because maybe I won't pick, but this is the one I think I'm going to pick. This is Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher. I've seen so much about her writing. I think she also released a new book, Sword Heart, which the cover is stunning and I've heard good things about, so I want to read that one. But I want to start with one of her smaller books This one's literally teeny tiny. So I think this would be a great place to start. And this is what I think I want to read, but we'll see. Another option is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is massive. I'm not ready for this. So this is not happening yet. Next is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Again, this one is massive. I am just not ready to get into this one yet. I'm excited about it. I want to make this very clear. I just bought these. I'm excited about them, but I'm not ready. Next is Venko. If I didn't already have, how many? 3 fantasy books on my TBR, I would probably pick this one. This might actually end up being a make read. Next is The Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I am interested in reading this one, but I've also heard some pretty negative things about this author lately, so I'm just gonna not touch it for now. And finally, The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. Again, this is a little sports nanny romance situation, which I'm interested in, but I think I want to save this one for summer. I don't know why, but I do. All of that just to convince myself that I am going to pick up Thornhenge by T. Kingfisher. That's it, you guys. I swear, these videos go by so fast. And would you look at that? I was able to make it so there's only 2 books stacked on top. That is progress. Here is my stack of books that I will be reading in the month of April. I've been really good about sticking to my TBRs from these videos, so I'm so excited to have more and continue doing this. I would love to know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books. Did you like them? Did you not like them? Were there any picks that I pulled up that would have fit these prompts that you would have picked? Also, if you were the bestie that I called, what book would you have picked? If you can see. There's a good amount over here. I think that's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I also have my Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads all linked down below if you want to stay more up to date on what I'm doing, what I'm reading, what me and the puppies are doing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.